Yeah. What's up? Yeah. I'm here. That's right. This cat is back. Again. Meowing. Meowing fishy. Meowing Oni-chan. Meowing Luxby. Thank you for calling me Maple. Meowing the Consultant 427. Meowing Kaden. Meowing Izuku. Meowing Boon126. How are you doing? Meowing Z Graves. Wow. I drink a little bit of water. Speaking of water, Aspect is absent, isn't he? Where? Oh, did he stop watching the stream already? Is it because I crashed out that time? It might be because I crashed out that time. Good morning, Master Protos. Thank you for welcoming me to the stream. Good morning, Cirrus. Good morning, Egigoka. Thank you for calling me Queen. Good morning, Nalutic. Good morning, LDTGX. Do you wear sunglasses at night? No, but when I was cleaning my room, I found these like reading glasses that I used to have, and then I wore them for like 15 minutes, and they gave me a headache. I wore them for 15 minutes, and I got a headache. You seem energetic today. Yup. I got a lot of energy. No. Even though they keep trying to steal it from me. Good morning, Father CJC0467. I know you can't stay, but thank you for, for catching the beginning and maybe the end. Maybe. Sounding Lethal K. Thank you for calling my mom. How are you doing, Mrs. Moonson? Oh, I'll tell you all right. I'm doing swimmingly. Thank you for asking. How are you? I'm having a really good day today. You wear sunglasses at night so you can see the light that's right before your eyes. Sounds sketchy. Good morning, Goon Maxing Bot Cell. The glasses for reading and not for walking? I thought the glasses were for looking sophisticated. Look, here's my problem. I read a lot of books. I read a lot. I read so much. But I don't look the part because I don't wear glasses often enough. I need to wear them more. I start wearing them every day. I'll start wearing them every day till I stop getting a headache. The mounting success. Anyway, I'm reading another really awesome book. Oh, I love it so much. It's so good, but I don't want to tell you about it. I keep it a secret. Shh. That's my secret. Commanding all night. Commanding mental error. What's a book? Oh, you ask me. I'm reading like 6 books at once. Not literally at the same time, but you know, concurrently. Wait, semi-concurrently. Whatever. I read a chapter of one, a chapter of another, a chapter of another, a chapter of another. Impressive. LDTGX, it's not to impress anyone. It's like, I don't have ADHD or anything like that, but it's definitely soothing something about my curiosity. And then I really like it where, I start reading about, art, and then they bring up history. And then I'm reading about history, and then they talk about economics. So it's like all these different conversions of a lot of information. So I really like it. Good morning, Tar Soul. Good morning, Coronium. Thank you for being nice to me. Parallelization. Yeah, that word. Parallelization, that word. Cut them all up, make a Frankenstein book. Chuny B, that is the idea. Cut them up and make my own book, and then I call myself original. This is a great idea. Mix the plots together. Okay. I'll mix the plots together and try to come up with a new... Or can he have a 6-core brain? Yeah. Processing. I think it's 8 cores now. Okay, let's see if I can summarize them for you today. I'm buffering. Sorry, I'm old technology. It takes me a little bit of time. Get me out in God's gift. I got so many books and manga on the list. I have to do at least 3 at a time. Yeah, Tarsal, you understand. Bill Gates maxing? No. Reading 1 book a day. I used to read a book a day, but we don't talk about those times. Get me out of moon gazing. Okay, so the first one is like, what the fuck was it? Meow, meow, meow. A lot of things happened today, so I'm trying to rewind. Get me out of rainy dainy. I'm sorry you're having a pretty bad day. Feel better. Feel better. I don't know what happened, but I hope tomorrow is better. Even better. It depends, a bird 71. It depends on what you're reading and how long. So good meowing to you. I'm trying to jog my memory. So the first one, it was a poem. And it was about what the fuck was it about? Wait, slow down. Come on, brain. Brain. Work. Brain. I need you to work. Brain. Oh yeah. It was about, okay. When you follow the way, you're good to people who are worthy of goodness, and you're good to people even who are unworthy. And basically, you rise above. And then because you do that, you bring out the goodness within them from following the way. Yeah. So tonight I saw a bareback person, but it wasn't the stalker. It was a different bareback neighbor. Gamani Masenko 23. And then Gamani Rise Up for 20 God. I'm not worthy. Why not, sheeple? It's not Jesus. It's not Jesus. Relax. Relax, chat. The next one I read was about perhaps before you are ready to enter a marriage with someone else, before you're ready to marry your honey, you should make sure that you've forgiven people in your life. And man, whenever I'm reading these books about how to fix your life and your emotional damage, the parts I always skip over are the parts where it's like, forgiveness, forgiveness. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to forgive anyone yet. But then they said, yeah. Anyway, that's the part I read. So I'm reading a book called How to Love by, I think it's by a Buddhist monk. I think a monk wrote it. And I'm just reading a little bit every day of that. He wasn't naked, but I saw a guy tonight. And he wasn't wearing a shirt. He was just wearing shorts. And it's kind of cold-ish, so I don't know why. Anyway, I was like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. I see, that's what we're doing. I need my enemies to suffer. Exactly. Forgive people so they don't live rent-free in your head. Stuck says, I want to do that, but I don't know how to do it. Make sure you told people you fucked up. Huh? 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then what else did I read after that? So I finished Marie Kondo's Magic of Tidying Up, and now I'm reading Sparks Joy. So I read the first chapter of Sparks Joy, and she just talked about how, hey, if you didn't read the other book, make sure you read the other book first. And some other stuff, whatever. There was good stuff in there. I'm just glossing over it. He was doing it for the love of the game. I mean, he was minding his own business. Honestly, I feel like I'm invading his privacy by bringing it up. I shouldn't have said anything. And then I read, oh yeah, I put down Why Nations Fail for a while. I picked it back up again. So I had a lot to read today. I read about Russia, Hungary, Ethiopia, Somalia, and I think those were the ones. Why do nations fail? Nations fail because of politics. They fail because of political structures that are not inclusive and actually it's both. And economic structures that aren't inclusive, as well as not being centralized. So they fail for usually it's like there's a lot of reasons why, but a lot of it goes back to absolutism, struggles for power, and stuff like that, right? Something interesting that I read about that I don't really want to delve further with this particular chat. I don't really want to talk to you guys about it that much because I think there's too many racists in my chat. But I thought it was interesting how they talked about different nations and what led them to choose not to advance when the option to advance was there. And a lot of times, I mean, it's basically the same things that happened in Somalia essentially happen in North Korea. If you raise a people to be too intelligent, your power is at risk. They become too uppity. It's the same thing with freedoms and all this stuff, right? And certain peoples may be more or less domesticatable. And depending on how quickly there's centralization of politics. Hey. Good Maxime Botcell, you could be free thinkers all you want. By the way, I realized something. Racism is a lot like not liking dogs and not liking children. I will get into that more later. But anyway. What do you mean domesticatable? I mean that like okay. If you have someone who comes up and says, "I'm the boss, I'm in control." Everyone in the community has to agree, otherwise that shit just doesn't work, right? In some places, the people are more willing to give up their freedom and obey whatever the law is, whatever the rule of law. Now, there are PvP servers where there are many small leaders. You could think of them almost like, yeah, there's many small groups, like maybe like I don't want to say guilds because I wanted to compare something else to the guild, to guilds. Give me any Milf Joy Senpai, long time no see. And none of those leaders want to give up power, so they all keep their base very stupid and very dependent. There's like a whole thing. I don't want to really get into this though. Anyway, so I was gonna say, right? Oh, it's all about behavior. I don't like dogs because of that. Even people who say they don't like dogs usually don't mean all dogs. And I think the same thing is true about racist. Even people who are racist will be like, I'm not racist. I have a friend that's blank, whatever blank, fill in the blank. And then, you know, it's the same thing. You could be racist against dogs, and you could be racist against people, and you could be racist against children, especially if you're child free or antinatalist. Ask me how I know. Moon, which is your favorite race? Ah, shit. Um, shit. I don't know. Probably one of those breast cancer, those runs for breast cancer. Those are the good ones. Yeah, and the marathon. There we go, until source. Yes, triathlons are my favorite. 100-meter. Okay, good answer, Alexa Fate. I'm not racist. I hate every race equally. Dogs are engineered, though. Man. Anyway. Oh, the thing I was thinking about guilds. So as I was reading that, back then, when you had more of like, absolutism, the king or whoever, the one guy up there, would decide he would handpick which people would get to be like the de facto leaders of any particular field or whatever. And I feel like all the gatekeeping in professions these days is the same damn thing. It's lobbying all the way down. It's just like, you get some guy in there who makes a thing or who capitalizes on a thing, and they're like, yeah, it's gatekeeping. It's gatekeeping. Commanding no one. My day was good. How was yours? It reminded me of accountants, because I want to learn more about taxes and tax code. So I was looking at some stuff, but the way they gatekeep information, man. Now tax policy is open because it's on websites and stuff. But I wanted to learn more about, like, the details. Aspect 345, thank you for not abandoning me. You were late. I I was worried. I thought you abandoned me. Anyway. Okay, let me get my shit together again. Wah. Okay. And then I read another book. That's a secret book that I'm not going to tell you about. What else did I do? I also practiced. I did a lot of things today. Let's move on. Good morning, afternoon, and good night to all the kitty cats in the world. Thank you for watching Love Talk with Mrs. Moonson. This is a daily talk show where a kitten who's smitten chats about love, life, and anime. Not always in that order. I go live every day at 8 o'clock Universal. That's different times in different places. Figure it out. Wow. Today is Waifu Wednesday, so I'm going to share an anime with you, and then I forgot to do a question of the day. Then we'll do the Waifu Wars. I give you a quote, and then I leave. He's reading books on witchcraft. You would like it. Honestly, LDTDX, you're the closest guess. It is a book about magic. How did you know? Are you my agent? Are you in my computer? Are you watching my every move? It's not Harry Potter. Commanding Daft Cash. Time trials, bike races, top. Love this type of answer. So sad that genetics goes against silly race theory, but it's like a secret outside of the academy. Yeah. And even if it doesn't, it does. Even if it didn't, it's just boring. Just, be nice to each other. Yeah. Koishi komeji azuri. I'm not cute. I'm feral. I bite. I have rabies. I don't always shower. Oh, by the way, just in case I get, actually, can someone help me? I've been cleaning my room, right? And I found, some mango mandarin soap that smells amazing. It's body wash. It smells so good, but it expired in 2021. Does anyone? I used it today in the shower. I think it's fine. Like, it lathered just fine. I'm not sure. Right? As long as I don't eat it, it's fine. Right? I'm like, I hope I don't start breaking out on my skin or something. What happens if soap is 4 years expired? By the way. I feel like it's just a ploy from the capitalists to get me to buy more. Commanding Library Turtle. Of course you cleaned your room and found untouched soap. Yep. I completely forgot about its existence, but it smells so good. Yes, it was stored in a dry and coldish place. So then it's fine? Never eat the soap. It smells delicious, but I won't eat it, I promise. Okay, I believe you. Oh, I'm so happy. This is a relief. I was gonna use it anyway and hope for the best, but I didn't know either Z Graves, but I looked at the bottom. As for the scent, will be less than normal after the day. Well, Kanan, thank you for letting me know. It's the perfect amount. I did ask AI. I asked Perplexity, and it lied to me and told me I better not use it. It said you better not use it because you're gonna give yourself a rash. So far, I'm fine. No rash yet. Stop using AI, Bish. Why? If I don't use AI, how am I gonna hurry up the end times? Right? You see the stream? I'm totally prepared for the end times. So I need to, what is it called? Accelerationism. That. It's a ploy. One time, an IT guy told me computers should be replaced every year. Nice. Nice. Ask him to replace it for you. Hope you haven't developed an allergy to soap, Mrs. Moonson. I mean, Asmongold doesn't use soap, so what's good for Asmon is good for me, right? Yeah. Who needs soap? I'm just using it because it smells delicious. Why are you guys twerking in my chat? Hey, that's... Wait, I'm not a man. It's not sexual harassment. And making GPU prices high? I don't think it's AI's fault. I think it's greed. The greed of Intel. The greed of Nvidia. Untapped greed. They're selling gold shovels. Asmon is not a role model? He's my role model, the Roach King. That guy is so funny. I want to dislike him, and sometimes I don't like his takes, but he's so funny. And you know what? I have to accept reality. He's like, I don't know. I can't find anyone else who's as consistent as him that talks about the subject matter that I'm actually interested in. I do think his personality is sometimes annoying, but like, please, someone recommend to me, is there a sweet girl that talks every day about like gaming news and politics and streamer drama? Darkavara, I don't like her. I don't like Darkavara. She's scary. I don't talk about that. I said a girl. Do you eat lip balm, Kanan, sometimes? Wasn't Destiny your role model? Destiny scares me. But I do like Destiny too. I think Destiny is funny. I like both of them. I don't listen to women. Izuku, you're insane! You don't listen to your mom? How could you? Smugalana? I don't like Smugalana either. Wait. Okay, never mind. I leave it alone. You could do it, rake in that audience. I don't want to do it, Oni-chan. That sounds awful. Okay, never mind. I keep looking. Really? I think I'm like Izuku Meowderia. I don't listen to women. I'm supposed to watch my own VODs. I don't even like watching them half the time. Women talking about politics and games. I want them to do it. Wait. Okay. Take a step back. This is a judgment, right? You know what? I realized who I need to watch. It's Kirsha, isn't it? Kirsha. She's probably the closest. Because I want to listen to someone who's actually intelligent. I think a lot of these React streamers have no opinion of their own. Ju-on Head is another good one, but I don't think she makes everyday content. I think she just posts once in a while. Kirsha doesn't talk about games. Okay, well you could tell I don't really watch her, but I've from what I've gathered, I think perhaps I don't know. I almost forgot about her. How could you forget? Isn't she a bunny? I didn't know anything about OTK till 2 years ago. That's for the best. Anyway, guys, I don't have time for this. We gotta hurry up. Okay, the anime of today. Drum roll, please. KT versus Rolster. No, that's not it. KT versus CFO. It's league again. It's world. The Flying Oysters have to win. They're playing right now. I don't know who's winning. Guys, T1 is gonna play later this week, so I might not stream that day. I might be busy. I might be too busy to stream. I might have to do like another watch along. Yes, it's a league tournament. So there's no anime today because this is what we're watching, and I need to do stream faster because I'm missing it. I missed the second match. Okay. Uh, Waifu Wars. In the spirit of the holiday of October. Tell us you're betting you're not in love with one of the nerds on the team. I'm not in love with anyone on any team, but I am Doran's biggest fan. Doran on T1, I am his #1 fan. If Doran has no fans, I am dead. I'm dead in the ground because I'm rooting for him. I hope he doesn't get kicked off the team. Anyway, where was I going with this? Waifu Wars. We have Spooky. Spooky waifus. Here we go. Waifu #1 is Hiragi Nana. From I forget what she's from. Somebody check Perplexity AI. Tell me what anime she's from. Ah. No spoilers, but she's like cute, but there's something dark about her. I don't remember what. Talentless Nana. Thank you, the consultant, for 27. Pink color palette. She's creepy, trust me. I don't remember why, but I think she's creepy. So, #2. This is one option. Junji Ito girl. So this one is a little bit of a category instead of a specific one. So any of Junji Ito's female characters, many of which are creepy. This one in particular, you know, it really emphasizes the point. You could pick. Who would you rather? Would you rather? I use Google, not AI. Look at you. Okay. Creepy, you say? Two. Don't ask me how I know that. I know you're an aficionado. Head. 1, 'cause flat. 2, 'cause what that mouth do? Hey! Rise up 420 God! Her mouth is to talk. She's a woman. She has to talk. Head in a cage is hot. Not gonna lie. I'm not judging anyone in here. I like really weird things as well. So you go off. Go ahead. They're just pixels on a screen. You can marry them if you want to. I won't tell. Stream is over. I'll give you guys a quote. I gotta go watch League, sorry. The choice was for waifus. Who did you want to marry? 1 or 2? You could have them both, honestly. I won't tell. They're not real. You can marry them both. I won't tell. It's your mindset. This is a quote of the day stolen from my fathers over on Twitter. Boy, they're right. There's times I get so upset. I get so angry. I feel so whiny. And when I think about it, or when I read a book like Why Nations Fail, And I realized, damn, I could have been a serf. I could have been a serf, or worse, I could have been born in a time when women didn't have rights. I could, there are places where, um, only men can vote. Women can't even vote in some places. So, any time that I feel like my life sucks, this is bad, I gotta remember I got a roof over my head. I got plenty of food if I want it. Um, I have internet access. I got a comfy bed. I got a lot of plushies. I got Max. Max is a huge teddy bear. I feel this quote is redundant. Do you think your vote counts? Incelsaurus, I don't vote. I don't vote because think of all those women who can't. It wouldn't be fair if I did. Boomer advice. My VTuber watches and plays LOL. I feel so dirty. Aw. If you're gonna shower, Kanan, I'll let you borrow my soap. 20% chance of being born in India. He did the math, boys. He did the math. Glad I wasn't born in an era where they were banging rocks together. I'm glad I was born after the air conditioning was invented. Oh, I love it. I love having central air. Man, it's so nice. I love having electricity. They went into overtime. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye. Ah, I was having fun. Thank you all for showing up to stream today and every day. You are some very loyal little kitties. I love you. I love you very much. I'll be back tomorrow with Therapy Thursday. Who knows what we'll do. We'll probably watch a league together. Have an excellent rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Bye. I'm so grateful that you are here. Bye. Oh, you wouldn't mean it? Come on. Okay, I go watch. See ya.